Hello, Rooster Gamer 420 here. We're back! Well, with Bubsy 3D. I'm going to play Bubsy 3D once again. I just love this game. I'm going to play it for to complete it for the 14th time. You have maybe seen that I attempt to do this live stream a couple of seconds ago or minutes ago, I don't really know. But I failed. It abruptly ended. That's because of my internet connection. This time I moved my laptop closer to the modem. So I hope it's better. Let's skip the intro cutscene. Lovely title screen. One player. And go to close for alarm, which is the first level in the game. And start once again. This time is really now, what are my feelings about this game? I think it's really good. A lot of people hate it, like despise it, but I personally think it's really good. I especially enjoy the music, the ambience, and Bubsy's moveset, which is pretty cool. Although the controls are a bit stiff, which may drive away some people, but the game itself is really good. Hello? Now I'm just going to beat the level and let's talk about some things, shall we? Let's talk about some things, shall we? First of all, how are you today? How is everyone today? There's only one person watching the stream. That person, how are you today? I had a stressful day. I just went to relax playing Bubsy 3D. We're going to beat the first world in this stream, hopefully. Hopefully we will beat the first world of the game. I think we can. Anyways, how are you today? Have something? Want something? I can't really check the status right now, like the stream status, but apparently everything's going pretty smoothly. I just moved the window of it. For some reason this weird thing happens when you move the window. We're going to bob these woolies, shall we? As always. What happened there? But we successfully stomp on those woolies. Like some people think stomping on woolies in this game is hard. It's not hard at all. It's as hard as stomping on a Goomba in Super Mario Bros. 1. Even like in 3. The level design here is certainly more fair. It's great and it's certainly more fair than in other Bubsy games. You can't see my whole desktop right now. You're just seeing the gameplay, but this is running in a tiny window. This is actually a tiny window, like 800 by 600 pixels. Have nothing to talk about. I know, I just had a stressful day and wanted to play some Bubsy. I love those cutscenes. They're pretty cool. Especially for a game of the year 1996. They look pretty cool. We got everything from the bonus round. Now this is much better, right? I personally think this game is even better than Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2. I played 2 and I played 3, and 2 didn't convince me too much, but 3 really did. To another level in the game. This level is called claustrophobic. Well, it's pretty ironic as it's a big open space. That's what I think of this level. It's pretty great. Although there are lots of UFOs and those UFOs are annoying. Ugh. We're going here. This is not a requirement in the game. Going here is not a requirement. Only that there's some extra life. There's an extra life, and there are a couple of items here. Chat is dead right now. We just shoot this UFO. I want to shoot the other atom. I really want to propel the other atom. With the atom I shot, I fired. The atom I fired. Yes. But I could not. Because of my aiming. My aiming is a disaster. My aiming is not a disaster. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? I really have no words. I'm just enjoying here, and hopefully you will enjoy too. I don't really have any bad games aside from 2 little games, well, 3 little games, counting one that didn't want to be recorded in the bad games stream. I only have like 3 bad games. I know this is not one of those. I don't consider this a bad game. It's a really good one. But if someone's there who can remember the bad games I have that I got specifically for the bad games live stream, I got like 2-3 bad games for the bad games live stream. Only for that. I'm not going to play them. Especially the Sabrina one. I'm not going to play that ever again. Not even out of curiosity. It's that bad. It was that bad. I do not want to play it ever again. I'm perhaps going to erase the ISO file. Perhaps I'm going to erase the ISO file, or perhaps I will come back to it later in another video because it's a Bubsy 3D video. It's a video about good stuff. We can't put bad stuff on a video about good stuff. On a good video. Nice little live stream of me beating the game for like 14th time. Yes, I've beaten this 14 times. No, 13 times. It's hard to believe for some. But whoever is in this live stream, just say hello. Be nice, say hello. One thing I really want to talk about with this game is the enemies. Most of them are pretty balanced, but then there's the UFOs. They appear since this level on. They appear in this level, they appear in Catatomic Catastrophe, they appear in the factory levels. They're pretty annoying. Because they have a tractor beam attack, they have a beam attack that is really annoying because you're just walking, you're just walking on the ground. You know, you're just strolling there. Easy peasy, really nice. You are just walking, and then the UFOs like you run into a UFO and you get hurt. Granted, they were even more annoying in Bubsy 1 because they were stupidly fast, and Bubsy was also stupidly fast in that game. And although they didn't have the beam attack in Bubsy 1, those UFOs were even more annoying. Oh, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? I just smacked into a UFO. I don't think I'm going to beat the first world with 10 pole points like I normally do. What are pole points, you may ask? Well, pole points are the game's health points. Oh no! Anyways, I'm having a good time, although it's not going quite as planned. These UFOs are really screwing me up. Really screwing me up. I feel some input delay that is normally not present in the game. Or perhaps because I'm talking. Perhaps because I'm talking a lot. It may be. It may be that I'm talking a lot. And I can't concentrate. Oh no, I can't just talk and concentrate at the same time without some issues. We're going to collect 100 items, shall we? We're going to collect every single item? No, but this level has more than 200 items. And I'm not joking, this level has more than 200 items. The minimum in each level is 200. This level has more than 200 items. And I wonder why UFOs exist at all. Both in this and Bubsy 1. I mean, they are related to the Woolies, but whoa. It's pretty nice to play Bubsy 3D. It's a really good game. I almost say Bubsy 2D. Bubsy 2D, well, there were a couple of 2D Bubsy games. Bubsy 1, Bubsy 2, the atrocious Fractured Fairy Tales, and the new games, Pause on Fire, the Woolies Strike Back, which I had Pause on Fire on my Nintendo Switch Lite. It's pretty good, but it's a runner. So this is like the only great platformer, Bubsy platformer. Pause on Fire is a runner game. I think it was made on the same engine as Runner 3, as the Beat Trip Runner series. Where are those add-ons? Well, I'm holding 10, I think. No, you can't see them on the pause screen. Yes, I was holding 10. It's holding 10 atoms. Oh no, not you, not... Sorry, it's a UFO. It's a really annoying enemy. Anyways, we're moving on. No, not before collecting any more extra lives. Gimme. I love Bubsy's phrases. Oh, I managed to land on the tree. That's not really much of a deal. That's not really not too big of a deal. But I managed to land on one of those pyramid tree thingies. Yes, they are trees. These are trees. Those things are trees. Cause everything's so weird in Planet Rayon. Everything's just plain weird, and I love it. So, be careful with those electrodes, they hurt. And voila. I promise for the next stream will not take a billion tries to work. Next stream will not take a billion tries to work. I promise. The next stream will not require a billion tries to work. Five, four, three, two, one. Time over. 7 power points. Fine. You know what? Fine. 7 power points is fine. There's only one person watching this right now. I have my speculations. I'm pretty sure I know who is watching this stream. Is that you? Irrelevant nobody? Is that you? Cause I think it's you. I think it's you. It may be you. It's going to the 3rd level in the game. We're almost there. We're almost there. Nearly there to finish the first world. One thing I should mention about jumping in this game is that Standard jump gives you more height, but gliding gives you more, slows down your fall speed. Your falling speed slows down your fall. So it's situational. It's kind of situational whether you have to jump or glide. Anyways, this game is pretty open. Oh. I was going to fall right there. One thing that I really noticed about Bubsy 3D is that all Bubsy games, all other Bubsy games, well, at least the classic Bubsy games, should call them the classic Bubsy games, which are 1, 2, Fractured Fairy Tales, and 3D. All of them have some kind of gimmicks, like unnecessary gags and gimmicks. Bubsy 3D has only one of those. That is if you leap off a platform, you slide off a platform that is suspended above water, Bubsy will wave goodbye and fall to his demise. Ding. But that's it. That's about it. And it's not very annoying like in Bubsy 1 and Bubsy 2. I think Fractured Fairy Tales also had that mechanic that if you hit a wall at high speed, you will end up stunned. I think yes. It may be in Fractured Fairy Tales. I don't really like nor play Fractured Fairy Tales. You should probably know how bad is Fractured Fairy Tales, right? Speaking of Fractured Fairy Tales, it's an awful game. Like, Bubsy 1 was alright. Bubsy 2 improved over the original, but was still a bit bloated with unnecessary features. Bubsy 3D is amazing, but Fractured Fairy Tales is a total mess. You have to turn on and off switches to progress through the levels. And the levels are gigantic. I can't even beat the first level in Fractured Fairy Tales. Like really, I can't even beat the first level in Fractured Fairy Tales. For those who say the Jaguar game is not that bad, I can't even finish the first level in Fractured Fairy Tales. We are near the end of the level and going and near the first boss too. We're near the end of the level, so the stream will perhaps end soon because we're near the end of the level. I would say we're just going to beat the first wall of the game and then save. Out saving in this game. This game has 15 save slots. 15 save slots. So you can either, have 15 separate save games, or invite 15 friends. Invite 15 friends to 14 friends to play Bubsy 3D, and each one having his own individual or their own individual save file. Alright, we have been here like around 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes. We're going to fight the first boss, which is called Professor Wooly Nerdopowitz. He actually appears in both endings, explaining what happened to Bubsy in both endings. Oh, it's a really easy boss. It's a pretty easy boss. You just glide on top of his shot impacts and bop him in the head. That's it. I destroyed him in seconds. Alright. World 1 done. What should I do next? I should end this stream. I should continue playing Bubsy 3D. I would like continue playing this game. It's really good. Oh, please don't make me go back to that game, to that Sabrina game, to Superman. Don't make me go back to those things. Anyways, I think that will be it. That will be it for this live stream. Hope to see you next time, and I hope more people get to see the live stream. Bye. Goodbye. All right.